75525. That's 800-647-5525. 800-647-5525.
You know that spot where our signal gets a bit staticky? You can fix that right now with a flip of the button to 92.3 FM.
All news, all the time. This is 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Good afternoon. It's 78 degrees, 320. I'm Bud Mishkin. Here's what's happening. It's another day when the weather is our lead. It's bad in our area. It's dangerous in parts of the country. There are 4 dead and 3 missing from torrential rains yesterday in Bucks County, PA, just north of Philadelphia. United pilots reach a deal with the airline. More violence in the occupied West Bank and Israel. Single-person American households hit a record high. And 1010 Wins entertainment news at the box office. Mission Impossible? Hardly. Sports at Wimbledon. Carlos Alcaraz has defeated Novak Djokovic in 5 sets for his first Wimbledon title. The Yankees are underway in Colorado. The Mets were scheduled to start in the 1 o'clock hour at Citi Field. Because of the rains, they'll start at 5:10 against the Dodgers. Wins News Time, 3:21. That's time for traffic and transit with Gloria Chapa.
All right, bud, let's go ahead and start out in Brooklyn. Westbound on the Gowanus at 39th Street. That crash has been cleared. Good news there. Here's what we see on Long Island 630. It's actually looking pretty good on the LIE in the North State. The Southern State at Sunrise Highway, the lane closures because of flooding, it's gone. On Sunrise Highway eastbound at exit 45, Route 111, Islip Avenue, all lanes are closed with a crash and police activity. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. At George, 25 to 30 in, 20 to 25 out. Lincoln, 25 in, 10 to 15 out, and it's 15 to 20 in both directions if you're taking the Holland. Garden State Parkway northbound at exit 142A, that's Route 78. There's a lane blocked because of a crash. Heading up to the Palisades southbound just after exit 10 in Rockland County, the right lane's blocked because of a crash. There's also flooding on the Palisades in both directions. Right around exit 15 in Highlands, all lanes are closed. And Route 6 has flooding between Route 293 and Palisades Parkway. All lanes are closed because of flooding there. I'm Gloria Chapa. Our next report at 3:31, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
Go to Mercedes-Benz of Edison. Experience car buying the Ray Catino way, and you'll see why they were awarded Dealer Raiders 2023 Mercedes-Benz Dealer in New Jersey and Dealer of the Year for the Mid-Atlantic region across all brands. Visit Mercedes-Benz of Edison.
Weather-wise, this difficult summer continues. A summer of extreme heat across the country and lots of rain in our area. 4 people are dead, another 3 missing in flooding from yesterday in Bucks County, Pennsylvania. The City Office of Emergency Management has issued a travel advisory today in our area because of potential showers and thunderstorms. Let's get the latest now from AccuWeather's John Cleary. John?
Yeah, we've got some heavy rain out over eastern Long Island. That's where the flash flood warning in effect runs until 6:15. If you encounter high water out there on the roadways, you do not want to drive through that. You want to find a different route. Certainly looks like we're going to have more showers and storms here through the afternoon, although there's been a little bit of a lull here in and around the 5 boroughs the last hour or so, which is certainly good news. But more showers and storms back to the south and west have yet to work through. They're going to be with us into the evening, and then we should dry out a little bit as we head later on tonight. Bud?
All right, John, thank you. Mac Rosenberg is following developments throughout the tri-state area.
The rain fell fast on Long Island. Here's Governor Hochul.
Suffolk County had 5 inches of rain already within 2 hours. I mean, 5 inches of rain over the course of a day is a lot.
In Mount Kisco, coffee shop owner Mimi Tesfaye is staying open even as the floodwaters get closer.
We do have a little, I don't know if you call it a creek or running water further away from us, and that always backs up when we get a heavy rain.
In Bucks County, Pennsylvania, 4 people are dead after 6.5 inches of rain fell in less than an hour. Local Fire Chief Tim Brewer says others are missing.
We are looking for 2 children from the same family. 1 boy who is 9 months, 1 female who's his older sister who is 2.
And not far away in Warren County, New Jersey, there were reports of landslides. Mac Rosenberg, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
On Long Island, the flooding led to a crash between a police officer and a U-Haul.
A Suffolk police officer dealing with flooding on Sunrise Highway in Islip has been seriously injured. Witnesses say the officer was trying to get people off the highway at an exit when a driver in a U-Haul van hit the police SUV. Paul Bova and Elizabeth Mealy lived nearby. They heard the crash from their yard and ran to the highway.
I couldn't tell it was a cop car at the time, but we ran out the other way afterwards.
We ran to Sunrise, and that's when I saw that the cop car was on its side, and the U-Haul truck had hit right into it, and then we saw someone laying on the ground.
Police say the officer was airlifted to Stony Brook Hospital, and the other driver was taken to South Shore University Hospital in Bayshore. Holly here, 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM in Islip.
United pilots should be getting a 40% pay raise over the next 4 years. Their union has just reached a deal with the airline on a new labor contract. It took 4 years to negotiate the deal. There was picketing and talk of a strike vote. The temporary deal is subject to a ratification vote. Wins News Time 325, Money Watch up next.
Adventure runs in the family at Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, Broadway's spellbinding spectacular. Join Harry and his son Albus on a mind-blowing race through time, brought to life with the most astonishing theatrical magic ever seen on stage. It's time to believe in magic again at Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. For best availability, try weekday performances. Get tickets now at harrypotterbroadway.com.
The YMCA is just a starting line, where the true self blooms only when we find our purpose, what makes us tick below the surface. Y is the before work hustle, an after school home, a section of my block, a corner to call my own. With my Y, I stand strong, seen and supported all along. It's a million faces in a mirror and everyone belongs. Find your Y. Join today at ymca.org for a better us.
Wins News Time 326, now Bloomberg Money Watch.
As artificial intelligence grows at an exponential pace, one of the companies leading the advance is calling for global regulation of the technology.
Global regulation can help make it safe, which is a better answer than stopping it.
Sam Altman, CEO of OpenAI. Just as the company released its GPT-4 chatbot, Altman tells Bloomberg there is reason for caution. And while GPT-4 may not be a risk, how can we be certain GPT-9 won't be?
If it might be, even if there's a small percentage chance of it being really bad, that deserves great care.
But if there is even a tiny chance it will go bad, why not stop?
Upsides here are tremendous. The opportunity for everyone on Earth to have a better quality education than basically anyone can get today.
Not to mention advances in medical care, and what he says will be improvements in the quality of life. And when it comes to regulation, Altman says leave small startups out of it, since it's a burden on them we don't want. For 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
Major phone carriers make you sign contracts with rigid data plans to trap you into a kind of forced phonogamy. Sounds pretty insecure if you ask me. At Consumer Cellular, we believe in a more consensual and healthy form of phonogamy. Free of contracts and more flexible to your data needs. This way, you stick around not because we force you to with contracts and fees, but because you love our phone plans. Like ardently love our phone plans. Phonogamously. Consumer Cellular. When freedom calls, we're here to answer. Call us at 1-888-FREEDOM.
Did you know that feeling sluggish or weighed down could be signs that your digestive system isn't working at its best? But taking Metamucil every day can help. Metamucil supports your daily digestive health using a special plant-based fiber called psyllium. Psyllium works by forming a gel in your digestive system to trap and remove the waste that weighs you down. Metamucil's gelling action also helps to promote heart health and slows down sugar absorption to promote healthy blood sugar levels. Start feeling lighter and more energetic by taking Metamucil every day.
Coming up, 80 million Americans in 14 states from Washington to Florida are under heat alerts. That story in a minute.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
This story is called The Ugly Truth About Timeshare. If you think you've done your family a favor by buying a timeshare, you need my help. Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell, CEO and founder of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started helping folks cancel their timeshare. In the process, started what's now called the timeshare cancellation industry. Timeshare is the only thing that you can buy that you can't tell me how much it's going to cost or when it's going to end. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check to fill out any amount they want for annual maintenance and assessment fees. The crazy thing is, this never ends. Even when you die, your family's now going to be stuck with this burden. Stop the insanity today. Call my office now. If we take you as a client, I guarantee we'll cancel your timeshare or you'll pay nothing.
Call for your free information kit. 800-885-3333. That's 800-885-3333. 800-885-3333.
Good afternoon, I'm Bud Mishkin. When's news time at the Tone? 3:30.
Good afternoon, I am Stephanie Officer. We are dealing with flooding in our area, but 80 million Americans in 14 states from Florida to Washington are under heat alerts, and with it, we could see some new heat records reached.
The all-time heat record for the world is in jeopardy in California. The current world record is 134 degrees, but furnace creek in Death Valley could reach the 130s today. Las Vegas could also break its all-time high of 117 today. Officials there are asking people to stay indoors as much as possible during the day.
Correspondent Zareen Shah, the mayor of Mesa, Arizona, speaking on CBS's Face the Nation.
We aren't experiencing the normal rainstorms that we usually see this time of July in Arizona. So we're used to several days over 110, even days in the high teens. But this is unusual because of the, weeks-long duration of it.
Parts of Europe, including Spain, are also experiencing record temperatures. Well, it's time, 3:31. Let's check out traffic and transit on the ones. Where are you taking us, Gloria Chapa?
We're going to start out with a crash on the Garden State Parkway northbound. This is at Route 78, exit 142A. The lane is blocked. You are going to see some delays as well on the Garden State Parkway northbound. So this is from before exit 83 to after exit 90, and then again after exit 98 up to the Asbury Toll Plaza. On Route 23, both directions at Route 202 and Wayne, there's a down pole and wires. All lanes are closed in both directions. And Route 35 northbound, this is before Hazlitt Avenue and Hazlitt. The right lane is blocked with a down pole. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. The George, 25 to 30 in, 20 to 25 out. Lincoln, 25 in, 10 to 15 out. The Holland has a 15 to 20 minute wait. That's going to be in both directions. Here's what we see on Long Island's Big Three. The LIE and the North State are fine. The Southern State looks good too, but Sunrise Highway eastbound at exit 45, Route 111, Islip Avenue, all lanes are closed because of a crash and police activity. Traffic in transit every 10 minutes on the ones and breaking traffic alerts as they happen. I'm Gloria Chapa, 1010 Wins and 92.3 FM.
Con Edison is working to provide 100% renewable energy to all New Yorkers. That means more solar, wind, and energy efficiency programs, and a much smaller carbon footprint, like net zero by 2040 small. Learn more at coned.com/clean energy.
Wayne's News Time, 3:32. Let's check out your official 1010 Winds AccuWeather 4-day forecast with meteorologist John Feerick.
The flash flood warning in effect for eastern Long Island includes most of eastern Suffolk County, runs until 6:15. There's already been a couple of inches of rain, and we're going to probably do 4 inches additionally with a band of heavy rain moving up from the south there. So if you encounter high water, you definitely want to find a different route. You don't want to drive through it. In and around the 5 boroughs right now, a couple of showers, generally on the lighter side, which is good news, but there's still going to be a few showers and storms to work through late this afternoon into this evening. And then we'll dry out later on tonight. Warm and humid down to 72. And I'm seeing tomorrow, most importantly, dry. Sunshine and some clouds up near 90. Warm tomorrow night, the low 74. A few showers and storms again Tuesday, high 87. Wednesday, partly sunny, high 85. Right now, Central Park, 78, mostly cloudy. Plus 80 in Midtown. I'm AccuWeather's John Feerick on New York's weather station, 1010 Winds on 92.3 FM.
We've got 81 degrees right now in Baldwin, 79 in Newark, 78 degrees in Thornwood. Winds News Time, 3:33.
The roar of our engines, the pump of our heartbeats, the pedal to our metal, the sparks that ignite us, the pistons that push us, the passions that drive us. From the feelings that move us to the places that pull us on the roads that unite us. With nearly 6,000 stores and over 17,000 auto care centers, Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing all cylinders.
Searching for a car? Major World of Long Island City, after 40 years of business, is moving into a new building. So we need to reduce inventory to make room for new arrivals. Our goal is to move 100 cars this week. We will accept any reasonable offer on any pre-owned car on our lot, with no games or tricks with final prices. This is the perfect time for you to buy. Don't wait. Stop by today. Open late 7 days a week.
Major World! 2340 Northern Boulevard, Long Island City, Queens. Close to the 59th Street Bridge. Call 1-800-MAJOR-AUTO or go to MajorWorld.com.
Winds News Time 3:34. We've sent people to the moon, so why not start to do some gardening there? Hello, only the natural progression. A search is underway to find desert-type plants that can grow on the lunar surface.
Australian researchers are helping NASA engineers find suitable plants with the aim of growing seedlings on the lunar surface by the year 2026.
We're particularly interested in the robust, hardy, desert-type plants that can germinate very quickly.
Researcher Graham Dorrington from the Royal Melbourne Institute of Technology.
There are naturally occurring species, quite rarely known, that are capable of doing this.
The temperature on the moon fluctuates between a cold minus 300 degrees Fahrenheit to a hot 180 degrees.
Correspondent Scott Mayman with that report. More violence between Israelis and Palestinians just 2 weeks after Israel's counterterrorism operation in the West Bank.
A Palestinian militant opening fire on an Israeli vehicle south of Jerusalem. A 35-year-old father in serious condition, his 2 daughters slightly wounded. The Israeli army says it's searching for the Palestinian shooter in a part of the West Bank that has not seen a serious attack in years. It's another sign of the relentless wave of violence here that is setting 20-year records. No one claiming this attack, but in recent weeks, Hamas took responsibility for 2 deadly shootings. Jordana Miller, ABC News, Jerusalem.
Winds News Time 3:36. Now a commentary on 1010 Winds. The comments expressed are those of Sister Camille D'Arienzo of the Sisters of Mercy.
A Newsday photo featured a smiling Justin Hespela and his brother Caleb.